Hi, this is Meredith Powell, and last week I posted a video about how to prospect in a crisis, and I got a great question about how do you prospect in a tough market, one that has really been impacted by COVID. That's a great question, and there are a few things that you need to do differently. Number one, don't believe everything you hear. Listen, it may seem from the outside that market has been heavily impacted, but when you get in there and you talk to people and you listen, I for one know I have been really surprised by a few of my clients and how well they're doing even in the face of adversity. Listen, it's probably going to be an 80-20 rule. There's going to be 20% of the businesses that are going to do 80% of the productivity. And you need to figure out which ones those are. And don't believe everything you hear about an industry. And speaking of knowing which ones to prospect on, you need to re-clarify your ideal prospect. You need to understand who they are, what they're looking for, and how you can solve their problems. And speaking of problems, you need to understand what the problems and issues are now that you're trying to solve, because they're different than they were before COVID. So you need to reach out to your existing customers, the ones that you already have in this industry, and find out what they're going through and what they need so that you can solve the right problem with prospects. And then you need to follow up. Listen, prospecting in today's marketplace, but in a market that has been heavily impacted by COVID, it's going to take a lot of touches, and you need to be playing the long game. But you can't follow up just to stay in touch for your own goals. You need to follow up in a way that adds value. So there you've got it. Don't believe everything you hear. Re-clarify your ideal target. Understand the pain points and solve those issues, and follow up with value. If you do those things, you'll not only crack the tough market, but you'll put yourself in a position to emerge successful. We'll see you next week with another tip.